Hi guys, it's Zippy. I am not making this video over and over again. This is it. But what the heck is going on in YouTube? Because I keep watching these videos and people are discouraged about their weight loss. And I'm not the only one. So it's like YouTube is all going into a cycle, you know? I mean, it's like women who live together, they all have their period at the same time. Well, it's the same thing with YouTube. We're all having our period at the same time. I'm sure that really makes some of you very happy, some of you guys. But, so everybody's complaining, and I think it's just a sense of discouragement. I don't know. I mean, maybe this happens periodically because we're all kind of growing up together, and the batch that I'm in is starting to hit these kinds of things, and maybe every batch of people hit this kind of problem. But, you know, for me, it's a couple of things. One, I've hit a stall. I thought that I had broken the stall, but I sat like at 210 forever, and then I went to 197 after like a month or so, and then the other day I went to 192, and I thought, yay, my stall's over, and it turns out my scale was a big fat liar again, and yesterday I went back to 195. So I mean, I'm not sweating pounds, a couple pounds. I'm just saying that I haven't had a big chunk of weight loss. And the other thing is and I'm not measuring what I eat. I'm keeping track of what I eat. And I'm eating anything from 800 to 1,000 calories a day. So the 1,000 calories is if we go out to dinner or if I have something, you know, desserty or, you know, something for real. But, and so, seems like the only person who's really not unhappy about their weight, there's two of them, you know. Debbie Merkel, D Merkel 05, she's like, I lost another 5 pounds. Woohoo! And I'm like, I want to lose another 5 pounds. Come on. You know, wine lovers, I'm looking at him and he's lost tons of weight. He's looking so good and he's starting to run. And then I look at Mike, and Mike is Adamax. Oh my goodness. You know, every time I see him, I remember where he came from, you know. And he was just really doing so, he's just doing so well, you know. And so, anyway. And then my sister's had her surgery, and from her pre-op diet to now, she's lost 30 pounds, and she's had that surgery for about 10 days, but her pre-op was about 3 weeks ahead of that. But, you know, so I'm feeling kind of the pressure of what my sister's doing, and I'm also feeling the pressure of knowing that I'm 8 months out, and it's not going to last forever. And it's really stupid because I have lost 105 pounds, so, and I don't understand why I don't feel like that's enough, you know. And I have a piece of chocolate here. It's Dove, dark chocolate with almonds in it, and inside it says, go ahead, have another. I could probably do that. And I'm not stressing. I'm making a conscientious decision to have this piece of chocolate. And I've been looking at it all day. It's good. Really good. So, anyway, Um, the other thing I want to tell you about, something very strange happened to me the other day. I was walking towards someone at work, someone on my team who has seen me a million times, and she saw me, and she goes, "Martha, you have an hourglass figure." I'm like, that's a great compliment. I'm very lucky in my surgery because all my weight seems to be coming off of me at the same rate, so I'm not too lumpy. But and so I'm very grateful for that. I went into the bathroom. I always go pee before I go home because I get stuck on the interstate, and I don't want to get stuck needing to pee. That would be ugly. So I looked at myself in the mirror, and I've done it a million times. But this time when I looked at myself in the mirror, I'm not really sure that I knew who I was looking at, It's like I've always known my own face. I've always known my own face. I knew what that face meant. I knew who I was when I looked at that face. I knew the struggles, that face has met. And I knew what that face stood for. But when I looked at myself in the mirror the other day, I'm not so sure. In fact, I started crying because I didn't know who I was. It's not that I'm having this big identity crisis. Maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I looked at myself in the mirror, and normally I admire myself in the mirror. I marvel at myself in the mirror. This time I looked at myself, and I couldn't see myself. Does that sound stupid? I couldn't see myself. Same eyes looking back at me. But it was like it wasn't me. And I know before surgery, one of the things I worried about was losing myself. Because I really, really love who I was then, even though she struggled so hard. I still liked her a lot, I struggled so hard. Everything was a struggle. I didn't know who I was. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Almonds are good. It's not like I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I always knew what, I don't know, it's like I always knew what my parameters were. You understand what I'm talking about? Probably not, because I barely do. This was Zippy, and this was Zippy's world, and I knew how I fit into the whole scheme of things. My world's been very turned upside down. I'm not mourned to food. I don't mourn the way I used to be, except that I don't know who I am now. And I'm not sure what that means.